YouTube? It's your boy RushMoreRick. We're back with another reaction video. Apparently there's the chopped man epidemic. Let's see how chopped they think niggas are.
It's come to my attention that all men are officially ugly. Yes, that includes you, me, your brother, your uncle, your nephew, your transgender homie that just became a man. Yes, we are all ugly. At least that's what, some women online are saying. Apparently there's a new thing called the chopped man epidemic where they're living through some harsh times where all the men happen to be, straight up punched in the face. Now the chopped man epidemic saying all started on one fateful day, I want to say like last week, maybe last Monday, where this Asian girl came online saying that, they're living through a pandemic where all the dudes happen to be ugly.
So
as an avid TikTok scroller, I will say I seen this video right here. I did see this video. It's arguable. Some like I'm saying, it's arguable. Some people may say, look at the frame that I paused it on. You could say right message, wrong messenger. You know what I'm saying? One thing that I'm starting to realize is that a lot of people are feeling comfortable with just like giving like the most outlandish hot takes about anything. You know what I'm saying? At first it was strictly on podcasts. Now niggas are getting on TikTok, hitting record, and they're saying anything that comes to their mind. Not reading the room. You got to be able to read the room. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to disrespect this girl or none of that. Like, I'm sure there's some men who find her attractive, but unless you're objectively attractive to everybody, I feel as though you have no place to be talking about who's chopped and who's not. You know what I'm saying? You're not a Victoria's Secret model. You know what I'm saying? You're not a succubus Jezebel that men are lining up to hit. You're not. So why are we getting on TikTok and saying men are chopped when a lot of men are saying you're chopped? And ultimately, it's not what other people say about it. It's how you feel about yourself. If you feel chopped, you're going to have chopped energy. You're going to be perceived as chopped. If you feel that yourself is attractive, you're going to carry yourself as an attractive person should. And all of that shit is like, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be people who see you as attractive just off the way that you carry yourself.
All very much aware we are living through a chopped man epidemic.
As we are all aware. Were you aware of this? Was I aware of this? No. Who is we?
And there's a big shortage of baddies. It's gone so bad to the point that, like, if I see an attractive man, it genuinely makes my day. I was walking on the sidewalk earlier, and I saw a cute guy in his car, so I waved to him, and he smiled back at me. And obviously...
No, he did not. No, he did not. You saw a cute guy in his car, and you went like that, and he like my nigga was in his car for his lunch break trying to eat some food, and you're bothering him. You know what I'm saying? Like that did not happen. I'll take things that didn't happen for 100, sir. Please.
He drove away after that.
Okay,
of course he did. Oh my god, a cute guy, diamond in the rough, needle in the haystack. Seriously.
So you saw an attractive man on the street. You went out of your way to go and say hello to him. Not like he pulled over and said anything to you. I know some of y'all watching this video right now might be saying, "Yo, hello, destroy, flame this girl to crisp." I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna just let the comments do it. Y'all mad because the shoe fits, they're mad because you're right. Ignore the positive comments. I love the confidence. Always the force. The insecurity in this comment section is crazy. I think anybody who's really trying to go out of their way to defend this post is being disingenuous as women, because let's be honest, bro, if a dude came online and said, yo, all women are ugly, the whole entire comment section would be telling him he's gay, he's homosexual, he has no taste, he goons too much. That's literally...
Look, and that's one thing I notice about women, right? And I kind of respect it. I salute it for them. Women, 9 times out of, they're going to ride with their gender. Whether they're right, whether they're wrong. This is one thing that, you know what I'm saying, it could be detrimental for a gender, obviously. But it's like if one woman says all men ain't shit, go to her comments. There's going to be a whole bunch of women that are tailing her, you know what I'm saying, tailing her take, tailing her experience, saying, I agree. There's rarely any pushback. There's rarely any pushback. So, of course, this woman could feel comfortable getting on TikTok, making up this insane fucking rhetoric that there's a chopped man epidemic and good-looking men come a dime a dozen. And then everybody in the comments is like supporting her, or they're trying to talk down on the people who are talking down on her for talking down on men. I salute to the sisterhood. I salute y'all. Y'all right with y'all genders, whether y'all right or wrong. But at the same time, That can be the downfall to a lot of shit that like what women have to say. That's why a lot of people don't take it serious.
Literally it. So to act like this is normal is kind of insane to me personally. You have to have a lot of confidence to go into a video like this, blemishes and all. No offense, I mean, I be getting blemishes too and shit, no makeup on, and not expect to receive heavy amounts of backlash. Like, this is rage bait. And that post actually did so incredibly well that other people ended up seeing it, commenting on the issue, and this became an entire thing where people were defending her and stuff. This post right here in response did really well. The Chop Man Epidemic girl is pretty and correct. You guys are gooner brain rot. Just because dudes are not attracted to her does not mean that.
And I hate that shit too. It's like if you don't find the everyday TikTok trash talker attractive in the slightest way, you're a gooner. You play with yourself too much. If you don't find somebody attractive that they are trying to forcibly convince you is attractive, you're a meat beater. That's they love to just jump to different subsections of insults. If you're not trying to, you know what I'm saying, buy into what they're selling, fuck out of here. Gooner or not, I almost tweaked. Gooner or not, the woman she's not attractive. And who are you to try to tell somebody that she is? Everybody's attraction level is different. I'm sitting right here telling you that woman is not attractive. She's not. But does it matter that I find her not attractive? No, it doesn't. The only reason that this serves relevance is because she felt comfortable enough with the face that she got to get on her platform and say that we're in a chopped man epidemic. Epidemic means that there's a worldwide set of men who are ugly to her. How can that be? How can that be? Like, realistically, how? It doesn't make sense.
They watch too much porn, okay? They simply just might not be attracted to her, just like y'all aren't attracted to all men, correct?
It's actually quite beautiful, but you guys are brain-rotted gooner freaks. I'm proving her point.
What?
You're proving her point. All you guys do is goon. You goon to weird-looking alien plastic surgery, messed-up-looking porn stars on Twitter, or freaky little anime characters that look like they're 5 years old, but...
Hey, don't come for the anime. I'm just kidding, okay? We do not condone any type of gooning. Where did corn come up in this discussion? Men having a dad bod without ever being pregnant is funny. Fat or out of shape is not exclusive to men. Women are also out of shape and can be fat. And also, isn't there a whole thing where women are supposed to be liking dad bods? Like, all I'm gonna say is I see plenty of beautiful women every day. I see decent looking men about once a week. That's also just, you know, your opinion. She's allowed to call everyone chop, but if anyone claps back, P addicted C P watching freaks. Maybe she's the one expecting average dudes to look like 6'5" mafia bosses. She asked for it by making a hyperbolic statement that hurt my feelings because I'm insecure. Yeah, that's kind of how things work. People are really comfortable about saying things about men as a gender and not expecting people to come back, when if you take that demographic and make it a little bit more precise, and let's just say black men or Asian men, let's just say she came out and said, oh, black men are all chopped, that would be crazy, right? But when she says all men are chopped, that's not crazy. It's kind of like a targeted hate movement, bro. And another reason why gender wars still persist in today's age. The male loneliness epidemic is fully self-made and is fully connected to the chop man epidemic and gooner brain. Men refuse to date anyone they don't view as worthy while also putting zero effort into themselves visually or emotionally. I'm not gonna lie, bro, I've heard so much about the male loneliness epidemic.
And that's one thing I will say that is kind of true. A lot of men they seem to be shying away from, I'm saying, the traditional relationship lifestyle. Some men aren't pursuing women at all. I can't speak for them. I don't know why that is. You know what I'm saying? It could be a reason why, like, a lot of men are just addicted to corn, and a lot of men are too busy with their heads in the OF clouds to come down to reality and accept what's right in front of them. And it's not even about accepting what's in front of you. It's about fucking trying to create experiences for yourself. A lot of men are either too afraid to do that. They've been rejected too many times. They fear rejection. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the people who I'm not really afraid of rejection, but it's like, it's not something that you want to hear. And it's a lot of men who, you know what I'm saying, they rather not even put themselves in situations like that. So they just stick to what's easily acceptable, which is that tons of online porn, tons of OF content, tons of, you know what I'm saying, just gooner activities, as she would like to say. But to put that on the entire, you know what I'm saying, gender of men, that would be just, that's irresponsible. That's an irresponsible take, because there's men out here who are trying and they don't get the same opportunity as the once in a blue moon attractive man. You know what I'm saying? It's also some men who, you know what I'm saying, they expect the same opportunities as these other men, but they're not putting the same effort into themselves. They're not making themselves look appealing to women. They're not, you know what I'm saying, having hobbies that make them attractive. They're not, you know what I'm saying, in the gym working on their bodies. They're not doing the things that are necessary in order for a woman to even give you the thought of selecting you. I do see both sides, but to say that we're in a chopped man epidemic as if every bitch that walked this earth is bad, and that's what women like to say. Oh, you're a baddie, you're a bad. Women are liars. They are liars. I know y'all know this. Come on.
Is this actually a thing? Can we get some statistics on this? Like, are men just lonely now and nobody can find love? And yes, I do agree that there are a lot of dudes who don't take care of themselves properly. They don't groom themselves. They don't brush their teeth. They don't shower, goddammit. But that doesn't take away from the fact that she did insult an entire demographic. Like, what she said is completely justifiable, bro.
I'm in the war on the side of the chop man epidemic girl. She's
Okay.
right. Y'all are ugly. You don't put effort into your appearance.
And look who are saying these things. You know what I'm saying? I salute the cojones, the balls that you have. You know what I'm saying? You have every right to say how you feel. But at the end of the day and at the beginning of the morning, you have to look in the mirror and see that, like, you know what I'm saying, you don't have the best looking face. You don't. So in order for you to sit here and say it's not a chopped man epidemic, nigga, it's a chopped people epidemic. And you would be included. A lot of men would include you. If you look like that naturally, excuse me, if you look like that naturally, and the only way for your face to get better is to apply tons of makeup, why are you getting online trying to shame men for not looking attractive? I don't understand you.
You don't have hobbies and you expect women to want you.
I don't know what your name is. I want to say Sally because you look like a Sally, maybe a Sarah. Brief intermission, please make sure you sub to the channel, but also sub to the check-in channel. It's right here. Hey Law should be in the description or in the comment section pinned. We just hit 16K. We're on the road to 20.
Yeah. Fuck with this shit, y'all. Fuck with this shit.
Okay, good generalization. Historically, men had to do less with their physical appearance to gain social standing because it had a lot to do with money. Now that is different and there seems to be a disconnect. I'm gonna be honest, this is a factually true statement. Men are allowed to do a lot less with their appearance than women. I'm not gonna lie to you. If men were able to wear makeup, we would look a lot better because it hides blemishes, it enhances certain features, it makes you look completely different. Like, bro, this right here is freaking Cardi B, one of the most popular people who are known for their appearance. Look at the drastic 9-day difference between makeup and no makeup. And I'm not out here, you know, trying to wear makeup myself. I don't really care personally. But let's be honest, there's just more options. There's more customizable character features that women are allowed to pull than men. Women are allowed to glamorize and glitz and glamorize their nails and decorate and glitter up and, you know, put color there and shape the contouring of their chin and neck. But if a dude does that, he's getting called all types of zesty. And it's Pride Month. Now, I guess the only thing we can get...
I'm calling that nigga zesty too. Like, as a grown man, you don't, like... There's ways to go about working on yourself that, you know what I'm saying, you don't have to take the makeup route. Now, there's a subset of men, straight men, who do dibble and dabble in the makeup, but that's not, to me, that's not like a manly thing to be doing. Nah, it's not.
Really is like haircuts. I think if you get your eyebrows done as a dude, people will still look at you funny. You can be like contour here and here. I'm gonna have the most Johnny Depp looking crazy jawline you've ever seen in your life, bro.
I've seen a lot on social media about people talking about the chopped man epidemic.
Okay.
And how out of like every 100 beautiful women, we only are able to find one attractive man. It's not because men are just so much uglier than women. It's because women take care of themselves more, myself included. Concealer, lip, contour, all of those things. If men did the exact same thing, they'd probably be as beautiful as we are. Same thing, vice versa. If a lot of women, you know, we took off our makeup and we walked around without taking care of ourselves, it'd be the same thing. It'd be 100 chopped.
And I respect her take on this, right? One thing that is news to me, apparently there's men out here who are just genuinely dirty as shit. Like, they don't shower, they don't brush their teeth. Like, I'm talking about the mandatory things. There's a lot of mandatory things that humans should do. Fuck the gender shit. There's mandatory things that humans should do that men are just simply not doing. I don't understand why. I don't. But at the same time, she's also right. She has a point. A lot of women simply just they care. They put a certain amount of care into themselves, into their image. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big fan of throwing on makeup and shit and all that. Like, there's men out here who like a natural look, a natural face, which is cool. But at the same time, women are still, regardless of the makeup, they're doing the mandatory things that everyday human should do to make themselves the slightest bit attractive. Not even make yourself attractive, nigga. You shouldn't be taking showers with the goal in mind that a woman is going to talk to you today, nigga. You should be taking a shower because your fucking body stinks. You done did 10 errands yesterday, laid down in the bed. The only thing you did was change your clothes. You didn't wash your face. You didn't brush your teeth. You didn't wash your ass. You know what I'm saying? You didn't wash it right behind your kneecap. I know a lot of y'all don't even wash y'all legs, which is crazy to me. Some of y'all don't even wash y'all feet. Y'all just let the soap fall from your body onto your. It's crazy to me. These are things that we need to be doing. You know what I'm saying, as people, to make ourselves more appealing, to make yourself feel good.
Chopped woman and 100 chopped men. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Oh my God, thank you, bro. Because I thought maybe I'm like sounding like a delusional man who's just going against women and stuff. I promise you I have nothing against women, okay? There's nothing. I'm just trying to look at this from an objective lens, bro. And I'm very glad that somebody else, you know, of the opposite gender was able to say this. We're going through a lack of empathy epidemic. That's interesting, because I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like coming at people unprovoked for their looks is a little crazy. Stop being a pick-me. We've all seen Douyin makeup. She's a completely different person. Well, who's that? Bro! And I'm not even trying to say this on some like, oh, women are just not, like, no, trust me, I don't care. I don't care. I think makeup is a great concept. It's cool. It enhances your looks or whatever. If men had something that made us look so much different in a way like that, whatever it is, things would be a lot better for you guys.
That's not even like the same person. Like, that's not like, I get like makeup is just like you probably put a little bit of stuff on your face it's still your face. That's not makeup. That's a total makeover. Like, that's not, you can't look at the person on the left and the person on the right and tell me that's the same person. It's not, it doesn't even add up to the same person.
I guess you wouldn't have to struggle with dealing with the ugliest, most hideous men in the world. Like, bro, imagine I had something like that, bro. I'd probably look like a 90 million out of 10, bro. Actually, I already am, right? Right, guys? Right? I'm not chopped, right? All right, I slept like 1 hour. Maybe I am chopped. I don't know. My eye bags are hitting right now. With the way they're talking, I might need Botox, bro. Now, y'all remember the original Asian girl from the beginning of the video who was originally bringing up this whole chop man epidemic? She ended up making a follow-up addressing the whole concept.
My attention that I'm, in fact, a chop man, part of the chop man epidemic. So
you in the same league as us, gang. Okay.
Thank you very much for the diagnosis in my comment.
But you see how she made the original video with nothing on her face. Nothing on her face at all. She did it with her natural face because she probably didn't expect it to be, you know what I'm saying, as popular. But now in her follow-up video, I see some, you know what I'm saying, she got some blush, she got the eyelashes in, she put some lip gloss on. She probably did some other shit that I don't know. I know nothing about makeup. Nothing at all. So, but she obviously, her face right here is not the same face that she made that hot ass take before. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same face. I feel like I would have respected it more if you doubled down with the face that you got. People calling you ugly, double down with the face that you got. Put your face, not a dialed up version of your face, not a your face with full makeup potential. No, your natural face that you made that first video with, blemishes and all. The face that you obviously found beautiful enough to make that original video. You should have came back with that face and did this. You just proved the point. Like,
okay.
And
so at least you're taking it like a good sport. You don't care too much.
Today, I'm going to be applying these tips to myself to show you how we can decrease the number of cases and slow the spread.
Okay.
Let's go.
Here we have our chopped man patient, and as you can see, he's not looking too great. One main symptom of this epidemic is putting no effort into style. It's 2025, you cannot be wearing free t-shirts and basketball shorts anymore.
Okay.
No. Let's find an outfit that fits and shows off a bit of your personality.
Okay.
The chop man has changed, and wow, see how putting on a simple, flattering outfit has elevated his look?
This seemed like more of a half rage bait video, half trust me guys, I'm not chopped because, you know, look at me in a dress and I did my makeup and stuff. I'm on to you, okay? I know what this is. Overall, it's not that deep, bro. It's really not that deep. Still in the same league, bro. Chacho. You have full lips, high cheekbones, and smooth skin. Anyone who says you're chopped is lying. I feel like sometimes people will straight up describe a white European person that is like the standard of beauty, which is another problem for another day. Like Eurocentric features automatically means you're good looking.
Personally, I don't think we live in a chopped man epidemic, and I don't even know how you could prove that.
Okay.
Beyond the hearsay of like random people online.
Right.
My random person anecdote is that most men, like most women, look pretty normal, just like they always have.
There's no epidemic of chopped women. There's no epidemic of chopped men. Everybody just looks freaking normal. Like, how can you seriously come out here and prove to me that men from back then look better than the men from how? You're gonna just take anecdotal evidence, bro. It's gonna be a picture of some freaking actor in 90s lighting and be like, oh, he's so 90s fine. It's just chocolate butter skin. It's just so 90s elegant. That's just your—
Nah, I disagree, because if you go, like, there's always these little edits that they make that'll be on TikTok or IG Reels. Like, if you go back and look at the average person, they were slightly, I don't know what it was, but the early 2000s, the late 90s, they had that, just like that glow. And maybe it's today's stress that's changing our face. You know what I'm saying? Social media, our face and phone screens doing something to us. The sun ain't hitting how it used to hit back then. But I think in the early 2000s, late 90s, that was not, I don't want to say the peak of attractive people, but it was the peak of attractive natural people. Nowadays, it's a lot of attractive people that exist in the world today, but I want to say a good percentage of them are not 100% natural. Some of them are doing Botox, they're doing lip fillers, they got BBLs, they got, I'm saying, cheek surgery or cheek fat reduction. Like, there's a surgery for anything to make you more attractive in the slightest way possible today, that they weren't thinking about that back then. They were just thinking about, how can I put on my best face and love that face. And I think that ultimately made them even more attractive, because you ain't trying to go so try hard. You're controlling the things that you can control, and you're putting your face out there as is. And if people accept that, then they accept it. And I feel as though there's a aspect to that makes that even more attractive within itself, as opposed to you got the money and you got the means, so anything that you don't like about yourself, you're going to surgically change it. That shit is lame. That's not you. When you have a kid, that kid ain't gonna look like how you look when you get fresh off the surgery table. It's just not gonna happen.
your type, bro, and that probably exists in today's day. You just haven't seen it yet, bro. People are insanely shallow. The idea of charity work is weird to them. There's trends on TikTok, and I know TikTok is not the best way to, you know, find what society believes or whatever the heck, but there are trends like, oh,
nah, that TikTok is the best way to find what society believes. Literally, it is, because we're literally reacting to a video that you decided to make just simply because this woman on TikTok decided to make this hot take that we're in a chopped man epidemic.
Charity work. You want to see my ex? He was so ugly, or she was so ugly. Brother, you were dating them. That means you found them attractive enough to spend your time with them. Like, what are you talking about, bro? You never get any type of points out of me.
No more of the ugly boyfriend trend because you dated that man.
Right.
Okay. Now you're embarrassing yourself. Because I'm looking at you like, was there some type of waterboarding situation? Like, what's happening?
Like, you weren't held at gunpoint. You weren't, you know what I'm saying, blackmailed. You weren't held against your will. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I find corny and lame too. Like, you spend some time with a person, you like them enough. Obviously, you're attracted to them enough to call them your girlfriend or your boyfriend, and then when y'all break up, you try to play the ugly card. You try to play the, oh, he's not even attractive. Oh, I was doing charity work. My nigga, for what? You're doing, what did you get out of it? You're just, like she said, you're embarrassing yourself, because now it kind of makes it seem like either you're a settler or you just don't have an attractive mindset, whereas that you took the first thing that you could get. That's what it reeks of.
Also, stop telling us all of the disgusting things your ex did while you were together. Like, what do you mean he didn't wash his ass and you still let him hit? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that says a lot about you, just as much as it says about him.
Ugly men are coming up to you because that's actually your lane. A lot of this dating game is skill-based. You're not the person who's gonna be going out shooting a shot. You're not doing anything to improve your ranking. You can't be mad that most games you get matched up with scrub.
If there's all these chopped men coming after you and you're not being approached by any attractive men either, and you have to be the one to go out of your way to approach the attractive men, sometimes, like, like, it's not like you're the best looking either, bro. I don't even like to say, oh, you're ugly, blah, 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 and get into that back and forth. To me, that's just like some CIA Russian propaganda, bro. But maybe there is some validity to the chop man epidemic, bro. Okay, so r/Asian Merciana T Snark. Okay, yeah, we're going on Reddit to do research. Probably not the greatest, you know, source, but it's fine. I don't know if I'll get hate for this, but realistically, you sort of attract what you put out. Very attractive men are probably gonna date very attractive women. Personally, I find people who talk like this to be insufferable. It's annoying when guys do it, and it's not cute when girls do it either. I agree with that, bro. Average looking woman hating on average looking men, and vice versa, while we descend further into looks maxing and looksism in some BS. Love this first. One more thing I want to reiterate: just because you don't find them attractive doesn't mean they're not attractive as a whole. Your opinion is not the end all be all. If she thinks that all men are chopped, fine, but that's not an objective fact. It's literally just what your opinion is. Facts. I have a very specific type look wise, and if a guy doesn't check those boxes, they're automatically unattractive to me. My preference in a guys kind of similar to how I look myself. Height, race, hair type, build. Like if I was a guy, I would envision myself built that way. You're trying to find a dude who looks like you? Yo, you have any brothers? Yo, you might be on some Sweet Home Alabama type of timing, but hey, we'll get past it, I guess. Just go ahead and make a cardboard cutout of yourself and use like some AI program, and you can smash that thing all day and night if you want to. I used to have very specific types in guys. Turns out I'm gay. That was a twist. Okay, so this post is from 2015, so a little while ago. When men aren't as good looking as they think. Okay, so women are less likely to overestimate their own levels of attractiveness. So on average, women will be more realistic with the way they look versus men are a little bit more delusional. That's what it's saying, at least. Women find other women's faces even more attractive than men do. Female faces are regarded as more—
and what's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, it's your face, your body. Be as attractive as long as you're not being an asshole. You know what I'm saying? You're not being one of them, you know what I'm saying, those brash people who are just so self-centered about their face, about their body, about anything that's resolving to them. Don't be that, but at the same time, love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, who's going to love you? You have to love yourself. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You need to love yourself. If you don't like something about yourself and you can change it the right way, not surgically, the right way, then change it. But at the end of the day, nobody's going to fully embrace who you are but you. You're the only person who can do it. Nobody's going to love you like you and your mom. You know that term that they created, a face only a mother could love? That's a real thing, my nigga. But it's not only your mom, you too. That just because, don't put all that responsibility on your mom, ugly ass nigga, or ugly ass girl. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself too. If you don't feel ugly about, I'm trolling by the way, but don't feel ugly about yourself. You know what I'm saying? See yourself in the light that you're attractive, and there's somebody out there who's going to find you attractive. I guarantee it.
More attractive than male ones. A large study involving 12,000 people around the world has found surprisingly women are even more likely than men to rate other women's faces as more attractive. More than anything, everybody is just normal looking. I don't think that anybody's more ugly than they used to be. I don't think that we're going through a chop man epidemic. I don't think men are any more uglier than they used to. But I also think that, let's be honest, men aren't allowed to do as many things to make themselves beautiful as women are. And I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to say that there needs to be a change or something. I mean, maybe some people would say there needs to be change. I don't really care, to be honest. I'm just saying what it is. That's an objective fact. There are more things that women can do to customize their character. If you feel like your body's not the greatest, you can go ahead and go get a BBL. You can go on Ozempic. You can do all types of makeup. You can go get Botox, nose, whatever, get a chin lift, all these different things that you're allowed to do to customize your character, which I don't have a problem with necessarily. Of course, there are health.
All right, well, yeah, we get the gist of that. I think a lot of this shit too that nobody seemed to want to bring up is the worldwide range that social media has now. You have access to seeing the most attractive people on a daily basis who are nowhere near you. And once you start, you know what I'm saying, liking and commenting and engaging with that type of shit on the internet, that becomes your algorithm and that's all you see. You're going to be fucking disappointed when you go outside every day and you go to the grocery store and you think that you're supposed to be seeing supermodels and super tens because you're seeing that on your feed. That's your algorithm. You know what I'm saying? People are expecting their algorithm on their phone that is solely built for them to keep them entrapped in it. They expect to see that on an everyday, day-to-day basis. My brother, my sister, that's not our reality. That's not your reality. If you want to see that, fucking the closest thing to that, go to Miami. Go to live in Miami, Florida. You know what I'm saying? Go get you a house on the beach, and you could probably see something like that on an every day-to-day basis. Probably. That's not even a guarantee. But I feel as though niggas need to get off social media. You know what I'm saying? Get back into the real world, because the real world is everyday working, normal looking people. Granted, some people still look more attractive Some people look less attractive, but at the same day, we're all normal people. Just some people apply more effort and some people have a lack of effort in their appearance. That's what it is. It's your boy Rushmore Rick. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Mainly comment. Like if you watch the video and you got a different opinion or you agree with me, let me know. More times than not, you're going to agree with me because I'm a smart ass nigga. That's what we do. But we're out of here. Next video.